Okay.
Yeah.
I want to talk about the slot position, man. We got so many options in the slot.
Yeah.
You got Trent Taylor. You could put Kendrick Bourne. You could put Jauan Jennings. It's just like the flavor, like what Kyle wants. Do I want small, medium, or large? It's crazy depending on the matchup, right?
There's chatter that I don't believe this. I'm just going to tell you, there's chatter that Jauan Jennings isn't going to make this team.
Wow.
I don't see how that's possible, though. I really don't.
Yeah,
I don't see how that's possible. Like,
expand upon this chatter. Yeah. I want to know exactly where.
So the chatter,
you can't the source, but
no. Look, it's Twitter. There's no source. You know, some of the beat writers are chatting. Some of the beat writers are chatting about it. It's not a source. If a source came to me with that, and it's one of my trusted sources, then I would tell you that he's not going to be on the team. There's not many sources I trust like that. But there's been chatter about him, not making this roster just because. Now think about O-line, right? O-line is important, right? So you want to carry more linemen, right?
Right.
We're going to carry 3 quarterbacks.
Right.
We're carrying 4 running backs, 5. Because we just cut Ahmed. Ahmed had the fumble problems, and Kyle wasn't even willing to deal with that past another day. He cut him.
Right.
We're going to see Hasty's going to make this team one way or another, whether he ends up on the practice squad or not, they're not letting him go. The buzz is out on him, and once he goes to waivers, he's not making it back. If DJ Reed didn't make it back, he's not making it back.
Right.
So Ahmed's gonna make the team, McKinnon's making the team, Coleman's making the team, and so is Jeff Wilson.
Right.
And Mostert. So there's 5, right? So there might be a world where Jauan Jennings doesn't have a spot on this team. I find it hard to see that though, right? So with the Jalen Hurd injury, right? It's almost like Kyle has duplicates, right, of the same player. Like Jalen Hurd and Jauan Jennings, big guys over the middle, right? Tough after the catch, dog, right? That's kind of the same player. Ayuk and Samuel, big yards after the catch, in space, same guy. I think that there is something to the idea that Kyle Shanahan wants to have a big slot on this team, and he wanted it to be Jalen Hurd. It's hard for me to believe this chatter and say that Jauan Jennings isn't going to make this team because I don't see how that's possible when you need as much depth as possible.
Yeah, and I don't understand that. How could that be chatter? Because Jalen Hurd is not here.
Right.
He's done. ACL, it's over, right? So you have that big guy who was a yards after the catch guy who played in the ACC against the best competition, whose highlight film, Adam Peters said that
was the best
that he's ever seen, and that's crazy, right?
I think the other thing
I saw that video.
I think everything else too.
Yeah,
everybody else to remember about Jennings too is that the only reason Jennings went in the 6th round is because of character concerns.
Right.
Wasn't because
or 7th round. Yeah.
Wasn't because he can't play.
I looked that up too. I saw the video. I mean, it was kind of justified.
Right.
He was calling out the coaches.
He's like a bigger Anquan Bolden. Like catch the ball and try to tackle him. Good luck.
All right, so Bronze, expand more on what exactly happened with Jauan Jennings.
I think there was talk about some shadiness within the head coach. Eventually, the coach got fired. The new coach came back in, and the new head coach asked the players, should we bring him back? And everybody said, every single one of them said yes. He's the leader of the team.
So basically, what Jauan was saying was actually true about the head coach, and it just
same head coach that was letting Jalen Hurd get hurt, do some shady stuff with Jalen Hurd. That's why Jalen Hurd transferred. Also.
Right.
Yeah. So basically, it really shouldn't count against his character, but it still happened. He did get kicked off the team. So people
talking about Jalen Hurd, or we talking about Jauan Jennings?
We're talking about Jauan Jennings, right? Some stuff happened at the University of Tennessee.
It was the coaches that he got into it. It's not like it's not like he hit a woman. It's not like he did anything crazy out of the law. It was that he got into an altercation with a coach.
Right. Yeah. So I mean, hey man, if a guy is fiery and he's willing to speak his mind, and if something wrong is going on, and it was actually going on, and they fired the coach, then hey, I can't really put that against him.
What we should do is we should talk to Tennessee Volunteers fans, right? Because when I posted his game film, after we drafted him, because I started to feel like, okay, do we have a diamond in the rough? I got like 3 or 4 Tennessee fans, and each one of them said the same exact thing. They were like, enjoy, you got yourself a dog. And that was telling to me. That really was. And like you said, he didn't play for Wyoming State or, I don't even know if that's a real college. I'm just saying, like, he didn't play for some also ranked college. Tennessee is a big time program.
Yeah.
Right.
And if you remember what happened to Jalen Hurd was a starting running back at Tennessee until some guy named Kamara something showed up.
Right.
Well, basically, Kamara was the backup.
Right. But Kamara came in and he won
right after.
Yeah.
Right. Well, Jalen Hurd, like, he transferred
because they brought him in.
Right, and then Kamara, and then that's when he excelled and all.
Well,
that,
see, here's the thing, right? So Baker Mayfield did the same thing when Pat Mahomes pulled up. Right? It's almost like you see, right? You get to see guys in practice, right? And you get to see them, and you're like, you know what? Even in your own heart of hearts, you have to feel like, oh man, this guy's gonna play over me. So Baker transferred, and Jalen transferred.
And Baker, and he went on to win
in Oklahoma. And Pat Mahomes, right? Like, so like it's interesting in that way because you go right to your transfer portal after you see a guy come on the field and you're just like, you know what, this guy might take my spot. But I just wanted to put that out there, like like Jalen Hurd wasn't unseated by some scrub, right?
Yeah,
right.
I think we all agree that Alvin Kamara is really good at football.
Right, he's
pretty good.
Yeah,
he's pretty good. All right.
Yeah.